Hello everyone, welcome to the Modern Merchant YouTube channel. I'm George Oliver and I'm bringing to you today a video about one of my recent finds. You can see I have a box right here in front of me, and I bought this box sight unseen at a thrift store. I had an idea that it had some toys in it, but I didn't dig through it before I purchased it. They offered the whole box to me for $5. I grabbed it up, and I'll tell you why here in just a minute. But I really haven't gone through this box yet, and I wanted to go through it with you today. Okay, so let me show you what's in it first. All right, as you can see, it's got a bunch of toys in it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them all up, and we're going to go through what they are and how much I think I can get for it. All right, so remember, $5 for this whole box. That was an easy purchase for me, but let's dig into it right now. All right. As you can see, we've got the box unpacked here. This is most of the contents in it. There's a couple broken toys in there that were cheap things, and I threw those out, and some other items that didn't really need to make it into the video. We threw all that stuff away, and this is everything that remains, okay? So let's go through it. Again, whole box, $5. And let's start working our way through all of these figures and get an idea of what I can get for each one of them, okay? Over here on the side, we've got a Lego Stormtrooper who's built with Technic bricks, pardon me. He's a first order trooper. He's pretty cool. I think probably $10 to $15 for him. I think I have all the parts, but I have to look at it a little bit more for him. All right, we're going to jump around a little bit. They're not in any order here, but we got this guy right here. If you've watched the Obi-Wan series or you've seen Star Wars Rebels, or you know anything about Star Wars, he's the Grand Inquisitor. All right, he's 12-inch toy from Star Wars Rebels, and I think probably 15 for him as well would be, you know, a pretty good estimate of what I'll get for him. Right next to him, about equal size, is Iron Man. Okay, he's a 2014 Titan Hero Series Iron Man, and he's, you know, I think probably around the same, 12 to 14, probably maybe $15 as well for him. 12 on the small safe side. All right, right next to him is the reason I bought it. It's this guy right here, okay? He is from a old movie called Small Soldiers, okay? He is an Insaniac, and he's an Insaniac witch doctor. I saw him in the box. I knew he was valuable. They offered the whole box to me for $5. I knew that he would make all my money back and then some, so everything else was just profit. He goes for about $35 online. He's got a little bit of damage to his tongue, so I think I'll probably lower my price a little bit, but I think probably $20 to $25 is what I'll get for him, and that's a great price. Okay? So I was really excited to see him. All right? Jumping around again, we're going to come over here. I thought this was really cool. It's just a die-cast 1/24th scale Jeep Wrangler. All right? The Jeep Wrangler, it's from Jada Toys. Again, I'll probably get $14, maybe $20 for it, somewhere between there. But that's a great price for that as well. All right, we're going to jump back over on this side. This guy, I almost threw him away, okay, because he's really dirty and he's got a broken tail, as you can see, and he's missing, I think, a saddle or something like that. But the reason I didn't throw him away is because I stopped and I saw the headband and the colors on here, and I thought he might be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I'm so glad that I stopped, because he is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There it is, right there. And I saw those things before I saw the marking on him. I'm really glad I did, because he is a Playmates Donatello Dino from 1993. He is damaged, so again, I think probably 15 to 20 for him, possibly, maybe a little bit less. He's very lightweight, so it'll be easy to ship even if I take a little bit less money for him. All right. But that was a really neat find, because I've never seen one of those before in thrift stores, and I'm glad I did this time. Okay, let's see. We'll jump over here. We've got Palkia. I've sold several of these guys before. He's a McDonald's toy. He's going to be about $7. I won't make a lot on it, but a couple dollars. But as you can see, I'm already making my money back and making profit at this point. The same thing with this guy right here. Lego Mr. Smithers, probably about $7 for him. Right next to Smithers is a GoBot. No, not a GoBot. What am I talking about? That's a Z-Bot. I got GoBots over here. We'll talk about those in a minute. This is a Z-Bot toy series from the mid-90s. Probably $12 to $15 for him as well. If I wanted to sell him a little bit cheaper, I could go down to 10, sell them fast. So that's a Z-Bot. Talking about GoBots, I got two GoBots. This is an older GoBot right here. He's a helicopter, and I would think probably 10 to 15 for him. And over here is another GoBot. This is a reboot, a play school GoBot that transforms, and he transforms fully. And I would probably say around $10 for him as well. Like I said, the $10 ones, I won't make a lot of money, but probably $4 or $5 a piece on them, okay? Let's see, the Mighty Pup figure, Paw Patrol, you know, everybody knows what Paw Patrol is. Probably $7 for him. Same for Dr. Doom over here. He's a Burger King Marvel figure, probably around $7 for him, and probably the same for this PVC Donald the Duck figure with the sombrero. While we're here's another one of the like McDonald's style toys, a Rabid, probably another $7. Let's look at the Batman figures. The Batman figures I probably get, I would say around $10 a piece, maybe 15. They need to be cleaned up a little bit and make sure he works. I think he sucks up water and squirts it back out. But even if I get $10 a piece for it, like I said, I'll make several bucks off of it, and that'll be fine. There's a Yoda Pez dispenser. It's I think it's a 97, mid-90s Yoda Pez dispenser. So it's not worth very much. But again, I'll make a couple bucks off of it. If I get $7 for it, that'd be great. And then lastly, I got a pile of Hot Wheels cars in there. I'm pretty sure all of them are Hot Wheels. Maybe one of them isn't. This one's a little bit of an older one. This one's actually about 40 years old. I think it's from the early 80s. But what I'll do is I'll look up that one just to see if it has any special value. And then if there's any others that are really old, I'll do the same. But a lot of times what I do with the Hot Wheels cars is I'll set them aside. I'll put them in a specific tub that I have. And what I'll do is I'll make a large priority flat rate box just full of Hot Wheels that I've gathered over, you know, my different thrifting trips and boxes and things like that I buy, full of toys. And I'll just fill up a priority flat rate box filled with Hot Wheels. I'll count them all, list the number of them online, and sell it. I usually get around $100 for a box like that. So there's, I think, 16 of them here, something like that. And they will go into that box and will add, you know, probably $1 a piece in value, unless there's some older ones that are really, really rare. But I'll check that out first. I think I skipped over this guy. He is a Rescue Bots Heroes Academy motorcycle Grimlock figure. That's who he is. And he's actually worth probably about $20. So that was a nice surprise as well. All right. So as you can see, I've got quite a bit of value here for my $5. If I were to sell everything for around the highest average price, I think I totaled it to around $242 is what I estimated. If I take about a third of that away in fees, that's almost $80 in fees and shipping combined. Usually that accounts for about 30% of the price on average, depending on what category they're in eBay, and depending on where they have to go to be shipped and what kind of shipping they need, first class or boxed up or whatever. So that would leave me around an average of $140 to probably $160, $160 on the high end. So my $5 investment, $160 in a box of stuff that I only bought for one figure. I get the rest of these figures. That's a great deal. I would do that every time I walk into a thrift store. I love buying boxes sight unseen, and you can see why. Sometimes it really pays off. Sometimes it doesn't. You know, sometimes I just make my money back, but that's okay. In this case, I'm going to make some money, and that's what we're here to do. So if you like some of these figures and you're interested in any of them, go to my eBay store. We Surplus is the name of it. WHEE, We Surplus. I also do commercial voiceover work. If you like what you hear and you want to talk to me about commercial voiceover work, you can go to govoiceover.com and you can listen to my demos and contact me that way. I really appreciate you listening and hope that you find some treasure yourself as well. If you like the video, it would really help me if you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for taking time to watch, and I'll see you on the next video.